You know, when this talented gentleman passed away uh, in February, he left to mourn millions and millions and millions and millions of comedy fans across the globe. Now, if you're a fan of SCTV, you're saying to yourself, who's the guy that did the costumes? Who's the guy that made the most impact on the show? And it has to be this guy, Juul Haalmayer. He also led the Juul Haalmayer Dancers, and he was Joey Heatherton's, love vibe lover for a while in the show. A talented guy, and we're going to go in his career, a very, very interesting life in the arts. Now, Julius Anton Haalmayer was a Dutch-Canadian costume designer, best known for doing most of the costume design on numerous versions of SCTV. Hallmeyer also worked as a costume designer for many movies, TV shows, theater productions, concert wardrobes for various artists, and specials like Bridge to Silence, All My Sons, Long Day's Journey into Night, the Shining Time Station family specials, Mr. Conductor Thomas's Tales, Diamonds, Andrea Martin Together Again, and Ghost Rider. Now, born in Haarlem, Netherlands, or Haarlem, in 1949, he immigrated with his family to the States in the late 50s. He lived in California and Oregon with his family before coming to Vancouver. He came at age 18 as a draft dodger to avoid being entered in the Vietnam War. He started his career as a costume designer in 1969, working on TV, movies, and theater in Toronto. Now, Hallmeyer was the son of Albert, an artist, and Trudy, a nurse. He had one sister and a brother. Now, when he passed away from cancer at the age of 75 on February 28, 2025, at a hospital in Toronto, many people didn't know about his death until a few days later. But what had happened, sorry, I didn't meant to say Joey Henderson, but Lola Henderson. When he died, it harkened back to the Juul Haalmayer Dancers, which I think at one point included Martin Short. And the dancers were so bad, but they were like in skin tight kind of, yoga pants and leotards. And Juul, a very handsome guy, was the lead. And of course, the up and down finger movement. I mean, if you're an SCTV fan, it brings tears to your eyes how spot on it was. Because all these musical shows had these dancers. So he didn't know if Juul was gay or straight or bisexual. But we knew, he said, I did all the moves myself, and it shows. Eh? Now, the Juul Haalmayer Dancers were a woefully inept troupe of variety show dancers on a TV sketch comedy show SCTV. They premiered on Series 4, Cycle 1, Episode 8, titled Bouncing Back to You with the Tubes. Now, Catherine O'Hara wanted bad dancers for the Bouncing Back to You segment with Lola Heatherton. O'Hara auditioned professional dancers, but they couldn't dance poorly, so she asked Juul, the show's costume designer, to put something together with whoever was available, and the rest is history. O'Hara named the dance group the Juul Haalmayer Dancers because it sounded similar to the June Taylor Dancers. Now, the dance group changed with each episode they appeared on, with Juul being the only constant. The dancers were made up of the show's cast members who weren't busy elsewhere, the show's writers, and miscellaneous crew members who were available. And of course, he ended up getting an Emmy nomination for the show. As the dancers were dressed identically, with Hallmeyer creating the costumes, the choreography and dance routines were kept simple and jointly developed by the dancers. The signature exit move, fingers pointing down while backing up, was developed and promoted by Eugene Levy. The character of Juul Haalmayer was allowed to develop over the course of several episodes and was seen on occasion without the dance troupe. In his final appearance, he and SCT character Lola Heatherton revealed that they were in a relationship. But if you see in her throwback Lola performance of the 60s, he's dancing very ineptly, only two backup dancers, so I put together. It's hard to believe that the Juul Haalmayer Dancers only appeared on these six episodes of SCTV. Bouncing Back to You with the Tubes, 24 July 81. CCP1 with Al Jarreau, October 16, 81. SCTV Staff Christmas Party, the classic episode, December 18, 81. The second best episode of the series, the People's Global Golden Choice Awards with Third World, May 1st, 82. Jane Eyrehead with Robin Williams in America, November 26, 82. And Christmas with Catherine O'Hara and Andre Crouch, December 17, 82. Now, Juul appeared as himself in character, but wrote the dance troupe. Series 4, Cycle 2, Episode 3. Zontar with Boner Bain and Natalie Cole. Series 4, The Great White North Palace with Tony Bennett April 1682. Now, Haalmayer can also be glimpsed as an extra in a handful of other episodes. Now, Haalmayer was active in charity work, donating costume to groups such as the acrobatic dance group Fantasy Flyers. Now, costume design, Skate the Nation, Naughty, Shining Time Station, Muddy Jungle, the movie Cool Runnings, John Candy, personal assistant, Codco, 47 episodes, Bill Graham, IMG, Skating 1 and 2, Peeping Tom, comedy pilot, Prime Night Treat, The Last Kiss, Canadian Center for Advanced Film Studies, Exposed Film, Together Again, Second City 15th Anniversary, Bridge to Silence Movie of the Week with Lee Remick and Marley Matlin, Annie Get Your Gun stage musical, Grease stage musical, Diamonds drama series 22 episode, The Enigma Bobby Bittman comedy special with Gene Levy, Rendezvous 87 variety special, Max campaign commercials for Cinemax, Long Day's Journey in the Night drama special with Jack Lemmon, All My Sons drama special with Aidan Quinn, Michael Lerner, James Whitmore, Hollywood Then and Now, The Incredible Time Travels of Henry Osgood, The Martin Short comedy special, Check It Out sitcom, Young and Alive, Mary Kay Industrials, Claus Mission Christmas special, Ontario Bicentennial Tour stage production, The Last Polka comedy series with John Kennedy and Eugene Levy, SCTV comedy series, of course, Anne Murray Concert War Wardrobe from 78 to 84, Castle Rock drama special, Valentine Brown stage production, Big City Comedy Show comedy series with the Osmonds for John Kennedy, Mr. Smith Goes to the Movies variety special, Indigo Cabaret, Dinah Christie and French Cabaret, Read All About It children's series, The Magic Show, Beauty and the Beast Ballet, Jethro Tull Storm Watch World Tour, The Julie Show variety series 44 episodes, Lotto Canada variety specials 10 episodes, Dolly Parton Concert Wardrobe for 77, The Sherry Lewis Special 76 for CBC, The David Steinberg Show 22 episodes CTV, The Bobby Vinton Show variety series 24 episodes, Valley Forge drama special, Welcome to My Nightmare variety special with Alice Cooper, Kid Stuff children's series, Portrait of the Novel drama anthology, Monkey Bars children's series, Razzle Dazzle variety series 12 episodes, Salem Village movie of the week, The Barrows Christmas children's special, Norman Corman Presents anthology series 22 episodes, The Blue Hotel film drama special, Jack Lemmon George Gershwin variety special, Rolling on the River 71 with Kenny Rogers first edition filmed on CBC, The Pig and Whistle variety show very underrated 66 episodes, The George Kirby Comedy Hour variety series 18 episodes, and international operas and musicals coordinated 200 plus productions, numerous commercials and industrials, and various artists and skaters performance and competition wardrobe. So in my personal opinion, ladies and gentlemen, Juul Haalmayer should have a star on the Canadian Walk of Fame. The amount of talent this guy had. 56 years in the industry, ladies and gentlemen, as probably one of the most important costume designers in the history of our nation. And I only knew about his work after SCTV, but I said to myself, this guy is very confident. He's got to be a designer. And the idea of passing away as he did, everybody, I think, in SCTV misses him. Because there was talk about an SCTV comeback, I think, in the 2000s. And they were trying to get Juul, but Juul was so busy. Maybe that was a factor that didn't lead into it. But ladies and gentlemen, oh my God. There was an episode, was sort of like a sexual dance by Andrea Martin. And it was like, there were the two sexual backup dancers. But like he said, I coordinated all the dance myself. Because he was that bad, he was good. And like I said, I like to see Juul get that recognition. So if anybody likes Juul Haalmayer like I do, please do so. So if you like what we're doing with our screenshots and remote control podcasts, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share.